This is how a narcissist tricks your mind while gaslighting you. In today's video, we'll discuss gaslighting, a form of abuse that can manifest itself in mental, emotional, and spiritual ways, but can be hard to spot. Gaslighting is a classic tactic of narcissistic abusers. If someone makes you question your own sanity by making you doubt your own perceptions, memories, and identity, they are gaslighting you. And narcissists get what they want by making stuff up, embellishing the truth, denying reality, and using others for their own needs. Your partner or a trusted acquaintance does this to play on your emotions. Victims are gaslighted or made to feel they are to blame for what happened. They will be hurt emotionally and intellectually as a result. Gaslighting is also known in Spanish as to flip the cake upon the other. A strategy for dealing with weakness entails attacking the opponent in an extremely inventive manner in order to shift the focus away from one's own weaknesses. The socially unacceptable practice of employing made-up words and expressions that have no place in normal conversation. Those who have been through this tend to lose trust in their own emotional capabilities and hence become incapable of making rational decisions. This misleading strategy is also known as a smoke screen. It's a way to keep something or someone out of the public eye. You can't tell if someone is hiding something for their own benefit, even if they appear to be acting properly and within the rules. The truth will ultimately emerge, but it will take a while. The term gaslighting refers to a form of psychological manipulation in which one person causes another to doubt their own perceptions and memories. The abuser's purpose is to have the victim question their own sense of reality, including their own identity, memory, and sanity. In this person's eyes, emotions and perceptions are more valuable than years of education and work experience. As a result, the abused individual and onlookers alike will keep thinking the abuser is correct. They place the blame on the victim, thinking that they are imagining things or have faulty memories. The liar's goal is to make you doubt your own convictions and the obvious realities you observe. You'll hear that you're being dramatic, oversensitive, and mentally unstable. Because narcissists are so self-absorbed, they often worry about being found out. When dealing with toxic and dysfunctional family dynamics, pointing the finger at others can produce lasting damage that may take years to recover from. Gaslighting is a form of psychological, mental, and spiritual abuse that aims to cause the victim extreme distress. It's important to note that in gaslighting, both the abuser, which is called the gaslighter, and the victim, which is called the gaslighted, are actively participating in a pattern of deception, although the victim might not realize it. Any person, regardless of age, race, gender, or IQ, is susceptible to being gaslit. That in no way indicates that the abuser is telling the truth about your mental or physical condition. A good disposition and a lack of self-interest make you susceptible to such treatment. This is often the result of being forced to feel responsible for everything from a young age, which can lead to a lifetime of depression and anxiety. If you're an empath and someone you care about treats you horribly, it's hard to understand because you wouldn't treat yourself that way. We cannot help people who are more destructive to the end of the narcissistic scale. They could care less about you or your well-being. If you do nothing, the abuser will likely keep using gaslighting techniques and trying to place the blame on you or someone else. Someone is gaslighting you if they make you uncomfortable or insist that you explain or defend yourself. Even if someone says or acts as if they care, it doesn't mean they really do. Perhaps you're experiencing some social anxiety or insecurity. If you feel like you have to constantly explain, apologize, or defend yourself, even when you know you haven't done anything wrong, you're setting yourself up for further problems. Let's imagine you have serious doubts about the reliability of your own feelings, thoughts, recollections, and sanity. If you answered yes, you might have been the victim of gaslighting. Now you know, gaslighting is when someone lies, manipulates, and deceives you for their own gain. Gaslighting is a form of emotional and psychological manipulation in which the victim is subjected to repeated attempts to modify their state of mind. The hardest part is always fixing the problem when a misunderstanding or communication breakdown has already occurred. For this reason, if you see a pattern with a certain person or group, the person you suspect of gaslighting, you may find it advantageous to maintain this pattern. One indication of how pervasive this false impression is the frequent use of the phrase, "just another misunderstanding," in reference to the alleged disagreement. Reflect on your inner state and ask yourself whether there is somebody who gives you cause for concern or makes you feel like you need to make amends to them. Is it your usual MO to make up excuses for your actions by blaming some made-up problem? I mean, how hard do you think they're trying to make you and other people think you're crazy? Have a serious think about it. Pay attention to the red flags your body throws up. It's important to keep an eye out for signs that the narcissist is placing blame on others for their problems. They are eager to place the blame for their problems, including interpersonal ones, on us. They get a kick out of making fun of us and spreading lies and misinformation. Their main goal is to convince other people that they are better than the rest of us. Constantly making the other person feel like they aren't paying attention, worse, foolish, silly, inadequate, or inferior can harm the other person's sense of self-worth and self-esteem in any relationship. People who act in this way are either crafty or callous. The narcissist can spend all day trying to gaslight you, but good people will see through the act. Eventually, a person who is constantly shamed by being told they are unlovable will come to believe it themselves. It's easy to see how this encourages people to work harder to gain the love, praise, and respect they've always yearned for. But that's not always the case. A narcissist may feel more powerful and in charge of things if they do this. Whether you know the phrase gaslighting or not, know that you do not have to tolerate the behavior it portrays. One's mental or emotional health is none of another's concerns, whether at home or work. That's not something you have to bear alone. You get to make the call. No one deserves to have their memories and viewpoints on the world used against them to make them feel insane, wrong, or unworthy. They still act the same way they always have when it has nothing to do with you. In reality, they're spreading false information about you and to you. You shouldn't listen to any of them since they're all lying. Be who you are, and let others do the same. I hope this brief explanation helpful. Post your thoughts and experiences below. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications of new uploads. Thank you for viewing and commenting. Have a good day.
So everyone, gaslighting is a manipulative technique employed by narcissists to exert control over their victims. It entails convincing the sufferer to question their own views, memories, and identity, prompting them to doubt their sanity. The objective of gaslighting is to make the victim to feel accountable for their behavior and assign blame to them. It's vital to detect the indicators of gaslighting since it can result in long-lasting emotional and physiological harm. Feeling the incessant need to apologize or explain yourself or that you are being blamed for everything are some of the red signs. Empathy and a positive attitude can make you susceptible to gaslighting. But remember that this does not guarantee the gaslighter is stating the truth about your mental or physical condition. If you feel that you are being gaslit, it is imperative that you pay close attention to your inner state and take precautions to prevent further harm. You can regain control of your life via self-reflection and awareness. The most challenging aspect of overcoming gaslighting is addressing the problem after a communication breakdown has happened. So, I genuinely hope that this video can help you in some way. If you have any opinions regarding this matter, please don't hesitate to write them down in the comment section below. Please accept my deepest thanks for your time and consideration. Once again, thank you very much.